Hunt the Truth, a controversial, enticing, and bold marketing scheme. Chief as the main antagonist of Halo 5, a mysterious Spartan sent in by Oni to hunt him down, such a compelling change for the Halo universe, and a change that was going to revolutionize Halo campaigns and build genuine respect for 343 Industries. The two polar opposite trailers, featuring a Spartan we knew all too well, and a Spartan that we knew much too little about. Little yet well appreciated details, like how Chief has more of his shield left over, and more ammo than Locke does in his trailer, signifying that Chief is the more powerful Spartan. Or how Chief appeared to be speaking to the statue of himself instead of Locke. Or how there are only statues of Chief among the rubble and destruction that is common in both trailers. So much genuine effort put into every little detail. It was as if 343 was finally figuring out how to make a proper Halo game that could put up any fair comparison to the Bungie games of years prior. But Chief wasn't the main antagonist. The campaign wasn't compelling or enticing or revolutionary. It was a generic action movie plot with action movie dialogue. The sets and soundtracks were gorgeous and underrated, and the graphics were genuinely breathtaking. But all the good hardly made a dent on all the bad. You see, there's nothing wrong with the Halo campaign playing it safe and being quote-unquote basic. The problem lies in misleading the entirety of your player base into thinking that the game is going to be this revolutionary change for the Halo universe, but then devolving the plot into a basic and generic storyline that no one even remembers or cares about. In this video, I'm going to be going over some notes on what I would do to change Halo 5, to turn it into the Halo 5 we were promised. I'm not going to be completely rewriting Halo 5's story or anything, nor am I going to be going particularly in depth, as I just had some basic thoughts on what Halo 5 could have been and decided to share them in this video. For starters, we all know that Halo 4 set Chief to be an enemy in the UNSC's eyes, and the game definitely could have gone further with that. In fact, I'm sure that we thought 343 were going to go further in depth with that concept because of the Hunt the Truth marketing. We all saw the trailers, we all knew what Chief had done, and we were all excited to see what was going to happen next. 343 should have stuck with this concept. It would have made for an amazing campaign, one that would be beloved by the Halo community. I mean, just imagine some alternate reality, where in Halo 5 Chief goes against the player's wishes, prioritizing his team and the potential to bring Cortana back over saving people, who are only saved last second because of Spartan Locke. This establishes respect for Locke, and the player is split between the unwavering loyalty they have for Chief and the Spartan they know is right in the situation, which is Locke. This urges the player to play a sort of judge role between the two Spartans, which would make the game so much more impactful and leave a lasting impression. On the concept of urging the player to play a judge role, actually allowing the player to choose between Locke and Chief during certain sections of the campaign would be incredible. I also wouldn't mind a game where for half the game we play as Locke and for the other half we play as Chief, as long as it's close to a 50-50 balance. In this alternate campaign, we could fight Locke as Chief and during a separate encounter fight Chief as Locke. When the player plays as Locke against Chief, the fight should be an absolute sweatfest, even on the easier difficulties. It should be very evident that Chief was cut from a completely different cloth. Because of this, when we play as Chief, the fight against Locke should be much shorter and easier regardless of difficulty level. On the topic of fighting, Chief should never have been disrespected the way he was in Halo 5. I don't mind his visor cracking during his only on-screen fight with another Spartan, but it should have been after multiple minutes of fighting. Furthermore, the fighting shouldn't be so slow and sluggish. Chief should be more focused and directed with heavy hits, whereas Locke, being younger and more agile, would focus on attacking Chief from as many angles as possible with his secret Oni tech. Outside of these fights, there should also be a very apparent difference in the height and strength between Chief and Locke, as Chief is a Spartan too. Chief should be taller and much more muscular. On the other side, Locke's armor and loadout should be much more advanced than Chief's, as Locke has access to a plethora of secret Oni tech. The campaign, both literally and symbolically, should have been Locke versus Chief, both in physical fights and ideals. It should have shown Locke prioritizing the mission and Oni above all else, with Chief prioritizing his team, Cortana, and saving as many people as possible. Outside the scope of Locke and Chief, I want to talk about one thing that I did like about Halo 5, the return of the Arbiter. His armor in 5 is objectively the best armor design he's ever had. The Prophet's Bane is gorgeous, and I love the set design on Sanghelios as well. The little time we spent on the planet was awesome to experience. The entire planet just felt alive and alien, and was very well done. In an alternate version of Halo 5, I would have loved for the Arbiter to play a bigger role. In terms of enemies, maybe Cortana could have been more sinister, attempting to convince Chief that he could get her back by doing atrocious things. There was plenty of potential there to show how deep Chief and Cortana's relationship went if he was willing to go against his morals for her. But I'm also interested in your opinion. How would you change Cortana's character in Halo 5? On a side note, the poncho over the armor should have been a multiplayer reward for finishing the game on Legendary, and I don't know why it isn't in Infinite. Please 343, let us have our poncho Chief. Getting back on topic, another thing I wouldn't mind is Osiris not existing and Buck and Locke working together as Oni headhunters. I think this would allow for Buck's character to develop a lot more, who is really the only character anyone cares about on Team Osiris. It's hard to flesh out so many characters in a short game, so other than making the game unnecessarily long, it's oftentimes best to keep the number of important characters small. I wouldn't mind Vale and Tanaka being Spartans in other fire teams and making their appearances in different media. Halo 5 had the potential to be one of the greatest Halo games of all time, with a compelling storyline, multiple endings for the first time, and the introduction of a great Spartan antagonist. But in typical 343 fashion, they sabotage themselves at every turn, turning great ideas and enticing trailers into a shadow of what they could have been. In the end, this short and sweet video was just a little dive into an alternate universe where 343 doesn't have a knack for disappointing their player base. Please let me know what you would have changed about Halo 5's campaign in the comments below, and as always, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.